everyone, it's been a while. I'm going to post C interview questions on my channel now. So today's topic is identifiers and variables. So what are identifiers? So identifiers are names given to different entities such as constants, variables, structures, functions, etc. So they say identifiers are names. For example, I've given three examples over here. Int register number, which is a variable declaration. Int add of, it is a function declaration. Struct node, I have defined a structure called node. So in these three, we have defined names called register number, regist reg underscore no register number, add node. So these three are the identifiers, the names which we are given to different entities called variables, the function and the structure. So these are called as identifiers in C. So let's see some of the rules for these identifiers. So what is an identifier? An identifier can have alphanumeric characters like A to small, lowercase a to z, capital A to Z, digits 0 to 9, and even an underscore symbol. So always the names must be unique. Always the first character must be an alphabet or underscore. We cannot use keywords like auto, break, else, for, if, switch, case, etc. as identifiers. Here, white spaces are not allowed when you use an identifier. And another very important rule of identifiers are case sensitive. For example, if you are using for a very declaration, you are using like register number, capital REG underscore NO means throughout the program we have to use only capital R. And if you are using like REG, small lowercase REG underscore NO means throughout the program we should use REG underscore NO. This is the main rule of identifier. So next there comes the variables. So the variables, they say these are the meaningful name given to the storage location in computer memory. Refer to the address of the memory where the data is stored. So that is the main difference. There also in identifier they say those are the names given to the entities. Here they say it is a meaningful name. So how it has become a meaningful name is you are giving a meaningful name to the storage location in computer memory where the data is stored. For example, I have created three variable declarations: int, register number, float, price, character A. For example, if we take this float price, I'm assigning a value called 5674.75 for this price. So for float, it allocates 4 bytes of memory. So imagine it allocates 4 bytes of memory and it is having a value called 5764.75 in the name of price. So for a storage location for the data the data which we have stored here is 5764.75. For that data we have allocated a memory with a floating point value, that is for float data type with 4 bytes of memory. For this memory and for this data we are creating a meaningful name called price. So this is the main difference between the variable and identifier. So here what are the identifiers is only the names, register number, price, A. And when you use identifiers along with the data type, so prefixed with the data type and then followed by a identifier name, you call it as a variable. So what are the points to be remembered for variables is like each variable to be used in the program must be declared, and the declaration data type followed by the variable name. Data type indicates the kind of data that the variable will store, and variable name should always be meaningful. That means it must reflect the purpose of the usage in the program. For example, you're using the register number. We are creating a student database. For the student database, we need the register number. So that to create register number, we need to use like reg underscore number, or complete you can use register number. So that we have to use a meaningful name. So that is the main point to be remembered in variable declaration. Thank you.